everybody, guys. JBigGuy10 here. So with the new year coming up, I'm going to try and do this stream as kind of a video of like advice for TBC for the year 8s at Tauranga Intermediate. I'm just going to set this up so my computer doesn't die. So yeah, I thought I'd give some advice on what is happening and how to survive Tauranga Boys College, because they've had their visit already, but kind of like, probably could give them some more advice, like as the day-to-day stuff of a student that goes on. So, well, this is obviously it. So, yeah, let's get right into this. I'm gonna grab my bag and show you guys what is in it. I'm gonna give you a view of what's down here. I'm just gonna grab it. It is quite heavy at college, everyone. So, things that I have in my bag. I have a drink bottle. It's just a standard Camelback drink bottle. You can see mine's got bikes and stuff on it. I do like having a what should we call it, wristband that I got from the Life Education bus, or really your Stars band, or whatever you have handy. The Life Education one is a bit bigger. To like kind of loop it around that, like so. So that I can clip it onto the side of my bag so it won't fall off. And I really like. Let's see, what else do I have in here? This is all based around the features of my bag at the moment. For my keys, if you walk home or you do anything, keep your keys on like a carabiner. I have like a bunch of other stuff on here, but you can. I have these 3 keys for getting into places, so I just keep them on a carabiner so I can attach them to the orange loop that I have in my bag down down here. That's in this like little hidey pocket, so that I don't lose them or anything. Pretty good, eh? Let's put you guys back up there. Put you down. So what else do we kind of have in here to get a good look at? I end up with a lot of paper stuff through my bag, but bus card if you're going on the bus. But if you're going on the bus already at Tauranga Intermediate, this is the exact same bus card for the Bay bus ones. The rural buses, you need to go to the student office at the start of the year, I think. I don't have any experience with this, and get a student ID for the rural buses. Let's place that to the side. Although you guys are doing BYOD this year, I saw a notice on the TBC website that everything is TBC and everything's BYD and everything. I still have 4 books in my bag. So I have a social studies book, social studies being like a history and geography class. I haven't used it too much, like I've got a bunch of paperwork and page and everything. But as I like flip through this, I've only gotten to like, I did a bit of work, but I've only gotten to here out of that through the book. So definitely a lot of digital stuff in my social studies class. Just remember I am an excellent class, so you might vary, but this is just kind of stuff that I've learned from having. Maths books, we had to have this workbook, and then our teacher requires us to have these. Your maths teacher might not, probably a lot more digital, but just advice for anyone that has to carry any books in their bag at the start of the year: don't buy the pack that you get provided with by the college that you can buy from them, because it's just, the books just fall apart. It's really good. Get a hardcover one so it'll resist any knocks in your bag, and they stay in a good condition. And you can see they kind of have stayed in that condition. Ruler, I keep a small pencil case, so just a metal ruler, and I can't fit it in a small one. My pencil case, I try to keep small so it's easy to have in my bag. I have in here a calculator, use that a lot in maths, definitely use it. Rubber, this is my fancy one. You do use your pens quite a lot, so I'd recommend getting some good pens that hold up and you can identify as yours. And another thing, I don't really use my manual pencil that much. I use an automatic pencil. So you can see this is the little lead refill thing. And the leads just sit in here, and you put them inside the pencil. It looks kind of like a pen, but it's not really, and you can use it. It's really easy, you just sharpen it by going. My advice is just to have one of these, because it's easier to put a new lead in your pencil at your test or whatever than get up and sharpen your pencil. So that's just a bit of advice that I have. I do have scissors and other stuff in here, and a permanent marker. You'll probably want a permanent marker maybe on your first couple of weeks when you're getting your books. Do carry a spare pencil in case your mechanical one runs out, and a sharpener for that. But there isn't really that much else. Oh, a protractor. You'll probably need one of these in maths. They're not too much of a hassle to carry around, so definitely carry one of them. Let's just dump that all back in there. If you can get a smaller compass, I definitely recommend it, because this is the compass that I've been carrying just around for the last week or so, because I thought we'd need it for a test and we wouldn't, and it's been a pain in the bum. So maybe a small compass might be good, but if you're proper doing stuff in maths that requires a better compass, definitely try and get a better one. I can't give any advice on brands or anything, since this is my dad's really old Rotring one, so yeah, no, can't give much advice on that. But other stuff, in terms of bring your own device, I carry a Surface Pro 2. I got this off of Trade Me for $250, which I think is a really good deal, considering it's got a lot of power, and it came with a type cover for it. So it's a Windows device. The type cover is no longer working for me. That's just my personal experience, but I find it fine to type on it so. So I have that, and other things that I carry with me in my tech bag at school are a micro USB cable is definitely something that should be carried with you, or a lightning cable, depending on what kind of phone you have. Phones are important more than just for going on social media at break times. And along with that cable, a decently sized battery. This is a 4000 milliamp hour, just like generic brand battery. So just whatever has enough to fully charge your phone. That's good. Also recommended, any device that you have, make sure it will make it through the day. But I wouldn't really recommend iPads as much anymore, because in science we do a lot of work on Google Sheets and in other things like social studies and English. There's a lot of document formatting and stuff that you just can't do on an iPad. You can do on a Chromebook and stuff, but you just can't do on an iPad. So that's kind of what I am advising you to do. One other thing I carry in here, most people probably like this, have this. It's a Amazon Kindle Paperwhite 2015 edition. It's not waterproof or anything, but I find it good to read books on, because carrying around books in this already full bag is a pain, because it gets really heavy and you can mangle the books. So if you can, carry a Kindle instead of books. I'm not going to release any information on how I get those books on there at this point. And also, for your device, you should keep it in a sleeve in your bag, even if you've got a little pocket to put it in. Lots of dirt and stuff can get it in there. This is just a Lenovo ThinkPad one that my mum picked up from her work somewhere, but literally any sleeve that's of appropriate size for your device, so it fits it pretty good, will be fine, really. Let's actually turn this on and I can show you what how I have it configured. While this is turning on, I'm gonna pull up a connection to it. So it's running Windows 10. Yep, so I'm just going to log in. Make sure you have a password. A PIN number is probably alright, but don't make it 0000, because that is just stupidity, obviously. So I'm going to launch up TeamViewer on this so I can show you what I kind of have configured on it. Mine is a little bit more customized than other people might have on theirs. So yeah, cool. So I'm going to connect to this remote control, and I'm going to switch us over to a view where I can have this, and then oh, hello, loading up. So let's switch this over so that you are seeing what I'm seeing, and then I'm just going to expand this out so that you can see the entirety of the screen through TeamViewer. So moving all the things around. Yeah, so this is kind of what my tablet is configured. I don't run with a blank background because that would be kind of stupid. Let's turn off hide wallpaper, and you can see in all its glory my nice background. So on my tablet I have a rain meter installed. It's probably best that this was left to for things for you to configure yourself, because it's a bit more in depth than kind of need to go into, but it is running. Things that you should definitely have installed are Google Chrome. Even if you don't think oh, I don't need Chrome, I use Firefox or whatever, some things will not work in other things. I'm primarily an Edge user. Really, I enjoy Edge, but use whatever you like. So I have Edge configured on here. I have a NASA widget, but I also have a thing that is currently loading telling me if I have a jacket. This is all just my personal preference to have it configured. Just make sure that it works for school for you. That's kind of what I'm telling you, and just customize it so it's interesting to you and it stands out as yours, really. So yeah, this is what the tablet looks like. You don't actually have much installed on the device itself. We use Google Drive for pretty much everything here at school. So yeah, that's kind of how my tablet is configured to work. So I think I am going to jump back to let's see, whoosh, here we are, we're back here, and I'm going to shut this down. On to the next thing, lunchbox. I've only just really emptied this, so I'm going back. So this is my lunchbox. It's just a lunchbox. It's a Systema Lunch Cube Max. I find having a square lunchbox that fits nice and easily at the bottom of your bag it's like a big enough size. Really doesn't matter that much. So yeah, more things from my bag. I'm starting to get a little bit empty here, guys. Don't know what else you want of me. I'll show you some more configuration things and how TBC's online system works. So for me personally, you need your phys ed, yeah, just carry it every day. Even on the days that your schedule says that you don't have it, you probably should carry this on you just in case your phys ed teacher says, oh, we're not having health today, we're having PE, blah 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 blah. That kind of carry on. So other stuff I have forgotten to mention is headphones. You don't need any nice headphones, just these are my Apple earbuds that came with my iPod. They're really fine. But in class, the teacher's probably going to want to have you watch a video for something educational, and then all of a sudden, all 32 of you are watching a video at slightly different speeds with it all playing through everybody's ears. So just keep a pair of these in your bag. I also carry a USB. I haven't used it much, but in case of emergency data transfer or whatever, just maybe keep it on hand. I don't know. And if you're not confident about your device's all-day ability, a charger definitely to carry in your bag. This is just the aftermarket one that came with mine, but whatever for your device, just carry it with you. There's plenty of sockets around the school in each year classes to plug it into. So, yeah, that's kind of that. And now there's a ginormous pile of stuff off to the side. For me to clean up later. Let's get my mouse back. Me watching. So, yeah, I'm going to get my bag out of the way and kind of sit down again. So, on your phone is actually quite useful for configuring for all the things that you use. So, I'm just going to bring us into here, swoosh, and I'm going to crop it so that we can see me again. Swoosh. So yeah, this is kind of what my phone looks like on its home screen. I have a nice big clock up at the top, just for knowing the time, obviously. I have these widgets that tell me birthday and Xmas, and they're just little fun stuff for me having. But for your email on your phone, I would recommend downloading separate email clients for each of your accounts. So if you use like this default mail app for your home account, download the Gmail app for your school Gmail account. I use Outlook for my home account, so I have the Outlook client installed for that, and the Gmail client installed for my school email. Even though technically I could run them both in one client, it kind of can get into pain, and it's good to keep your things separate. Also, I found with mine, I've tried to turn off all the notifications, but you still get a lot of emails and everything, so try and pay a little bit of attention and turn off all the non-important notifications for your email, because otherwise you're just going to get a ton of them. Trust me, for Google Classroom, you get lots. So, what else do I have on my phone? If we go over to this screen, this is like my school screen. Up top, I have my timetable for when things are going to be ready. I have a thing for my bus, classroom, and there's this widget, which is the Google Classroom. There's the Google Calendar widget. If I sort this by day, you can see that in here it shows all my periods that I had today. So on the TBC website, and I'll show you where this is later on in this stream, which I've been streaming for 20 minutes now. Thank you if you're still watching this video. You can find everything to do with when it is, and it should update your classroom and your teacher and everything if ever change on the system if you add it into your Google Calendar. And I also have a map of the school, so I might show you this later on as well. So that's kind of what I have on my phone. I also have, just make sure you have a way of taking notes. Google Keep is what I use to store my notes, both for my home account and for my school account. So I keep this just in case I need to make any notes to remember homework or anything. And it's really easy because Google Keep syncs across all of your devices. And I have just killed the connection to my phone, but I don't think there's really much else to talk about, really. I'll hook you guys up with the Wi-Fi passwords later on in the stream for the Wi-Fi accounts that you might not be able to get into. So let's pull over a browser. So I am going to fiddle around here because that's what I do. Window capture, properties, Microsoft Edge. Why do you make so many of them Microsoft Edge? You had to go and make a million of them, didn't you? So it doesn't look like it wants to capture my screen. That's my downloads folder, and this is just null. So it doesn't look like it is playing ball. Let's do a display capture. Okie dokie. Okay. And of course this display capture is not gonna work. All the hinges are gonna come off my stream. Well done me. So I feel like I've given quite a lot of support with what I have in my bag at the moment. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and work some more on getting a window on my browser. No, I can't get one on that browser. Let's try Chrome, because of course when I said Chrome is better for some things and not for others, this is that time when it might be better. Might. Do not quote me. I am just trying to untrim my Chrome source, and it appears that it is broken for some reason. Look, there's a giant black box. So this stream is going horribly. Let's try adding a game capture. Okay. Capture specific window. Microsoft Edge. No, of course nothing is going to work for me, because that's how things always end up. Let's try a display capture. No. So I feel like I've kind of let you all down. Let's see if I can get any of these other ones to work. Nope. None of these want to do anything remotely with me. So yeah, it looks like kind of like this isn't going to be the best day at all. why. So I'll try, let's switch me back to my 2-camera one. And I might try and just like selfie vlog this. So let's close my streaming software and we will pull across Chrome. So this is my Chrome, what Chrome looks like for me. If you log into your TBC account on the TBC homepage, also log your account in. You're presented with a login. This is just your first name dot last name, Jaden.Lidoff, and then secret password time. Also, I haven't figured out a way to change my password to log into it, and you probably shouldn't, because there's lots of systems, for instance, log into the iMacs, log into the Windows, into the Wi-Fi, into your Google account and everything, and this, so probably best not to change it. So now that I've got the dashboard loaded up, we have, don't save that. You have the assessment policy. I'm not quite sure what this is. Your daily notices. This is like at Tauranga Intermediate, how they have that Google Doc. They've got a proper website for this. Education Perfect is an education site. You log in that via pushing login with school, Tauranga Boys College, and then your Google account when prompted. This is a Gmail link. This is library. They use the same library system as what you guys do at Tauranga Intermediate, but you can actually log into and reserve stuff from this. So there's a link to Google Classroom and Drive and stuff. You can also get your parent-teacher conference, and also, interestingly, you can get all your results online. So if you click on here, you'll see all of your online results. But this is another important one. This is your timetable. It shows you where all your classes are. And this is the same one that's synced to the phone that I showed you guys earlier. So you can see all my presents. So you can change which week you're looking at, and then all of your periods here, and they show when you need them and if you've been absent or present or whatever. So you can, if you look it up later on, this link, you go to Google Calendar and you copy that link into a new web calendar, and that should give it all to you. And then it explains what all of these mysterious codes mean. So if we scroll up this page, and so we have all this stuff here. If we go to Google Classroom, classroom.google.com, or the Google Classroom app, install all the Google apps that you can on your device. So now that I'm logging into Google Classroom, you will see all my classrooms. Sometimes you will get a classroom for your option as well. So I've got main class and a DT and this, and sometimes the teachers make their own little classes, and it's kind of a little bit annoying. But you can see here, if we go into it, you can see all the stuff that you have and all the people in your Google Classroom. So yeah, that's that. You've got a to-do here, but I feel like most of you should have a bit of experience with this and will kind of know how to poke around with this. So yeah, this is kind of like most of the non-specialised stuff that most of the classrooms do for like TBC. That's kind of a quick rundown of the digital side of it. Oh, and I also said I was going to hook you guys up with the codes for the Wi-Fi, so you don't have to ask anyone for them, which is you might not get. So at TBC, for some reason, there is 5 or 6
press start.
Hello guys, it looks like I accidentally ran my intro again. Let me turn my numlock on. Things might get a little bit funky here. Let's just get you guys back together. Let's cut to this. There we go. So I've pulled up my wiki that I have. Let's see. People. Actually, sitemap. Places. Schools. Boys College. Hold on, just you wait, guys. Let's hide camera 2 and adjust this text box. So I am going to copy the known Wi-Fi passwords. Other people might know more passwords. So these are the Wi-Fi passwords at TBC. So TBC Wi-Fi is just your standard. It has the same name for everyone and just that one password. The same with TBC Guest, but I personally have had issues with that. And then TBC BYOD or TBC Devices, you log in with your first name dot last name and then your password in the second box. But there's a bit more restrictions on that and sometimes it won't work. Also, a lot of social medias are blocked, so XVPN if you need to get around any of them. And sometimes even like they block stuff at school. They have a YouTube blocking, smart YouTube blocking, which might have been implemented at your guys' school. I don't know, so yeah, you might need a VPN to get around that to view stuff in class as well. So I feel like I've hooked you guys up pretty well. I think I've explained pretty much everything that I have. If you've got any more questions, just send me just leave a comment on one of the videos and I should get around to answering you. So I feel like I have provided you guys with quite a good start for today. So I will see you guys later.